John back again. I happen to see or pick up the Super 7 Reaction Plus versions of these G.I. Joe figures. I picked up the Cobra B.A.T and their cover girl. They are the ones that are articulated to more match what we originally got in the toy line. And I was curious how they would hold up and what their quality was. So I got these two, and then I also have one of the Hasbro releases for, what was this? Oh, he came with the Sky Striker, the HasLab. So one of their modern figures. We'll take a look at the Super 7s, and I have just happened to have with me one of the original G.I. Joes. This one's Falcon, just to see how they feel and compare to each other, and if they are decent. So give me a minute to open these. Well, let's take a look at the card a little bit. Thicker cardstock, which is nice than the re-releases that Hasbro did a couple years ago, like the Storm Shadow and Snake Eyes. The super thin cards were awful. These are better cards. But everything you can see right there in the bubble. And on the back you have what looks pretty similar to what you would have, and you have your classified case card here. And then the same with Cover Girl, blast pattern. They all use that same blast pattern. Reaction Plus there. Cover Girl's got a highly painted face, which is different than than usually using the colored skin plastic. Same with hers on the back here. Wolverine Driver. This is a more cartoon accurate version of her. Cartoon version accurate more of the Bat. And then there's a little bit bigger card, or I forgot to call these battle squares, but those are all the figures that you got with the Sky Striker and his card. Pretty similar, a little bit different in shape, not by much, a little bit different color, so they're pretty close. Ramp Rat, code name Cobra Ground Crew, code name Ramp Rat. Okay, yeah, let's take them, get them open and see how they all compare to each other. I've got them all out of the packages, and I have to say, just initially, they all felt actually pretty decent. So here again is my Falcon. A little bit shiny. He's been played with a bit, but mostly plastic up to here. Usually their skin color is plastic, not painted. It's the O-ring build. And the shoulders go up and down, they swivel at the elbow, and they have a hinge there. Heads are on, they have a little bit of movement. If you ever taken one of these things apart, you understand how it works. There's a little O-ring that goes around a plastic peg on the inside that's screwed in, and then there's a hook that hooks down here and holds the legs in place. And then they can swivel a little bit here because the O-ring legs can go out a bit. And they can go forward and back, and they have a little bend at the knee, and that's about what they have. They are pretty solid feeling plastic. They have a certain feel to them, and so that is Falcon. So let's start with, this was the Hasbro one. It feels like a little bit softer plastic. Face is definitely painted. They did a good job on the eyes. I'm wearing this vest with a coat underneath, probably because, it'd be cold out there, on an aircraft carrier, or wherever their base is. Legs are a little loose, nothing extra, nothing fancy, but he does do what he needs to do. He came with this, I guess, mortar launcher, and his two wands to bring everybody in. So let's see if we can hold on to these. His hands are super tiny grip. Well, I guess they kind of get in there. His thumb did bend. That's always a terrible sign when they can't even get their weapons in their hands without their thumbs bending, but he's holding on to And his little wands to bring everybody in. He, for some reason, has a hard time standing, but he will when he leans forward a little bit. Gonna have to get some more stands for him. Cover Girl. Painted face. Pretty nice detail. I got a little weird blob of her nose there. I don't know if it shows up or not. Solid piece of hair to make her kind of look. Again, these are supposed to be kind of cartoon accurate looking figures. Same kind of movement. Swivel, nothing new on the wrists. Feels good. Looks like it could color the green and go with the Joes. Knees bend really well. Hips are a little bit thin. Legs work great. And there is an O-ring in there. I'm pleasantly surprised with these figures. They feel really good. And then I think they'll join and look good on the shelf with the rest of your figures that you have if you're collecting. Her hands are a little bit wider. I could not get the gun. Oh, this is the gun. You can tell it's been painted, but it looks like a G.I. Joe rifle. Could not get it to fit in her right hand, but it does fit in her left hand pretty good. You can have maybe the right hand supporting the gun. The gun feels it feels kind of hard and brittle, unlike normal Joe weapons, which are kind of soft plastic. And then the Bat. He's blue instead of black. Instead of having the hologram, he has the detailed chest plate piece, which works just fine. The robot chromy silver arms are nice. A little molded in gun there, some more silver paint there on his knees. And he has his backpack, which I don't, does it come out? Oh yeah, it's almost exactly the same design. That's nice. And then he comes with the claw, which is similar to the original. That pegs in here. The blowtorch pegs in as well. Where is that? This is the blowtorch. That's the blowtorch. That's the laser pistol. Is it a little laser gun? Maybe. Looks like they gave it. So you can put some effects in there eventually. That's kind of cool. And then he comes with something that the original did not, which was this silver metallic gun, which is neat. So you can have your Bat with a gun and a claw or whatever. Let's see if they just pop right out. You can put your attachments on, which is kind of cool. Put that back in there. Yeah, nice. These are fun. I'm gonna keep my eye out for them from now on. I've seen that they're doing the Fatal Fluffies, which is neat, and I can't remember the name. Ramar, was that his name? I don't know if I'll ever see them, but I'll keep my eye out for them. But those are nice. Yeah, they are G.I. Joes. They will fit in your vehicles. They fit in with the line. I'm going to add them to my shelf. Let me know in the comments if you guys are interested in the Super 7's Reaction Plus figures. If they do, I don't like the regular Reaction figures. I wasn't a fan of them. I didn't collect them. Every now and then I'd grab an obscure one, but yikes. They just felt pretty lame. I mean, I know they're kind of the Star Wars style was the idea, but it just didn't fit in with anything I wanted. But if they start doing them like this, I probably might pick them up. So good job, Super 7, for making these now something I like. See ya. Bye. I just want to say thank you one more time for checking out this video. And if you're interested in seeing any more, you can click either one of the links that will be over here. And if you'd like to subscribe to my channel, there'll be a button down below where you can do that as well. And again, thank you.